Hello you sexy beasts and welcome to The Bastard Plays Banished. For anyone unfamiliar with Banished, it's a settlement building pseudo-survival thing, kind of like The Settlers, only packed with far more starvation and depression and therefore much better. For anyone interested in the settings I'm using, they're these ones here. So we've got, our terrain type will be valleys, it's going to be a large map, fair climate, disasters are going to be on, which is a new one for me, and starting conditions are medium because it's quite a nice balance. We're going to be calling our village Leldorin, and if you get that reference, then, well, you're just wonderful. So let's kick it off. We'll pause when the initial setting comes up so we can have a scan of the area and plan out what we're going to do. Our first port of call is going to be making sure we've got enough food and shelter and firewood for the first winter. So it's quite a chilled game, quite a yeah, definitely a laid-back game. So I might be kind of minimising my commentary over the top of it so that you guys can chill out to it as much as I can. So first off, let's get the screen the way we want. Banished was actually developed by one guy on his own, with the exception of the music, I believe, which makes it very impressive indeed, because it's really quite a lovely looking game. I mean, it's no graphical juggernaut, but it's well, it does what it's meant to do in a very lovely way indeed. It's pretty damn impressive. And one of the features that the developer's given you guys is the ability to kind of customize your UI in a pretty intuitive way. It's very good, very strong thing to do in a game of this type, because you're going to be clicking around the interface so much that it's nice to be able to customize it. Very nice. Okay, so what have we got? Where's our starting position? So these are all our new citizens here. We've got a storage barn and a stockpile, so things to put stuff in. We've got quite a lot of resources around by the look of it. We've got a fair bit of stone and iron here to gather up immediately, which is very handy. This is an excellent fishing dock right there, so that's going to be immediately what we do. Well, we're actually on a lake, okay, which is interesting. We're going to have to build all the way up and over here to the river in order to get a trading post, which is interesting. It's interesting, but the lakes will give us a lot of room for fishing. Actually, a lot of room for fishing. So that will probably be our kind of primary source of food for the meantime. I'm actually just looking around to see where I can put a kind of area set aside for kind of prime untroubled forest, so I can do hunting and gathering and forestry and the like in it. This is, I guess this will be the main sweet spot for it that's immediately surrounding me. It's a bit odd actually. I'm kind of stuck, wedged here in the middle. Hills and mountains and the like are pretty much impassable in Banished, so that's actually a better area. That is a better area, but it would involve building a bridge probably all the way across this lake, I would imagine. Yeah, I can't really see a quicker way around of doing it than that, which isn't unfeasible, but will certainly take up quite a lot of resources to do. I'll have to have a think about that. But for the moment, what we'll want to do is we'll get our labourers, which is the kind of profession everyone defaults to, which people who just pick things up and take things to places, clear trees and carve their way through rock and stuff like that. We'll set them to just start gathering these resources here, because we want them to be able to do something valuable while we're mucking around with other things with our builders. Speaking of which, we'll introduce 4 builders to the mix there. Now, wooden houses and stone houses. As you might imagine, wooden houses use up wood, and stone houses use up wood and stone. Well, in fact, wooden houses use a little bit of stone as well. And your stone reserves at the beginning are quite low, and it's generally speaking trickier to get stone than it is to get wood. However, stone houses conserve a lot more heat, as they do in real life, and therefore you end up using a lot less firewood during winter when your little guys are shivering in their fetid hovels. So stone houses are a lot more of a better bet long term. They also don't burn as well as wooden houses, so they're a much better bet to build. So really you should only build wooden houses for a small amount of time at the beginning, when you need to get those houses up quickly in order to provide safe havens for your little guys during the coming winter. And with that in mind, I am going to build a few wooden houses. Here, but hopefully those wooden houses will be replaced rather quickly indeed. We'll just build 3 there for the moment. We'll see how that goes. But that's the first thing we really need to build. But after that, I'll tell you what, we'll probably also get on building. Where's the fish thing? Yes, there we go, fishing dock. Just because, well, because we're going to need food and we're going to need it fast. So it'll be a good idea to get some of that on the go here with this fishing dock. If we pop it, just thinking in terms of the if I do end up building that bridge, where it's going to go. I suppose if we put it on this promontory, we're unlikely to build the bridge from there, and the promontory will give us the maximum amount of fishing space. So we'll build it there. We'll put it there. And that should be it for now. I'll have to ponder over the as these guys start working, where will be the best place for that little sort of mini village, I suppose you'd call them, or I don't know, little small settlements that you spin off the main one in order to gather resources without necessarily absolutely rampaging your way through the natural forest. See, I could put one here, but I'd end up having to build my kind of town centre in a different location, which needn't be a bad thing. That needn't be a bad thing. I mean, we could maybe build our town centre more down here. The river's kind of in the way, but it will also give us quite easy access to a trading dock along here. Maybe that might actually not be a bad idea. So maybe we should start thinking about putting our hunting lodge and our gatherers here. Let's just have a quick look at what kind of size radius we can expect there. See, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's most of the area. So maybe we could think about doing that instead. Maybe we could think about putting it there. Well, we shall think about that. We'll have a think about that. It's probably certainly preferable than getting a bridge all the way across here, because that, as well as being a massive resource drain initially to build the damn thing, it would also mean they'd spend a lot of time walking back and forth across here, and that's not ideal. We want them to be able to get to their jobs and to grab things and all sorts of stuff like that as soon as possible. But bearing that in mind, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're actually going to where's the removal thing? Remove structures. Yeah, we're actually going to remove those prospective houses right there. We're going to remove those, and instead we're going to build them down here, because we don't want them impinging on this the potential forestry land we have going there. So we'll just do that. We'll pop a wooden house there. And can we get another one in for the edge? No, of course we can't. That would be silly. Can we get one in here? Not really. No. That's rather annoying. Our road here may be somewhat compromised, but oh well. We'll actually build. We'll build a little row of wooden houses just here. There we go. What are you doing there? Probably a kid wandering around. That's fine. That's fine. So these here are cancelled. So we're not going to build our houses up into that area. We want to keep this as pristine as possible. We'll have a little production centre here, which will have a forester, hunter, some gatherers, and some houses for them to live in, so they don't have to traipse backwards and forwards, but we don't want anything on the edge here. We'll keep it all central. Keep it all central. That should be good. That should be productive. Okay. Now you guys. Okay, you're kicking off the fishing dock. That's good. That's good. We can. That's good. We can start gathering those fish as quickly as possible. Get some food stocked up. Because as you see, we've got 1,800 food. Sounds like a lot. It's not. It really is not. It very much is not. Let's actually bring up our resource limits as well. And let's up them. There's no reason not to store more if we can store more. So let's crank all those up right now. Yeah. I mean, we're nowhere near these. It'll be a while before we hit these, but I'd rather not suddenly impact into a brick wall when I realise that I haven't upped those early and that I've got very little storage for a harsh winter with a greatly increased population. Because this game, let me tell you, this game, it likes to bite you in the ass. You won't really see. You kind of have to play it through. Do a couple of practice runs before you head into a proper village, because you'll hit a couple of early walls with your planning that you won't have realised what you've done wrong. But as soon as you realise the little tricks, you'll be well away with it. Well away. Okay, let's speed this up a bit. Let's get these guys working a bit quicker. Okay, looks like we've got we've got a fishing dock working there, so that's good. Let's assign a couple of fishermen as it starts pouring down with rain. And next should be this house, which will give at least some of them somewhere to live. You can, I mean, you can play this game at high speed. I prefer certainly to play it a little bit slower than that. As I say, I find this game quite relaxing, and I like the opportunity it gives me to just slowly watch a settlement come together. It's very satisfying. Very satisfying. And moderately terrifying when everyone starts to die of horrible diseases and getting crushed by rocks in quarries and stuff like that. But it's really quite difficult to become attached to them. There's not a lot of distinction between the little characters, and that's fine for what it is. Also, they have randomly generated names that are sometimes just ridiculously... Gabriend? Gabriend. Your name is Gabriend. That's terrible. Relar. Come on, let me click on it. Normando! I take it all back. That's the best name I've ever heard in my life. Okay, so there we go. Oh, we've got a lot of people living there. We have Forres, Thur, Hendel, Agathari, and Erlind. All chilling in that wooden house. Oh, we've got another one. Excellent. I think when we get these 4 houses built, we'll have everyone in a house at that point. And that's all we need right now. I just want everyone to be in a house. Then I can start focusing on stone buildings rather than wooden ones. Excellent. Yeah, we've got 10 citizens without homes, so we just need to concentrate on that for now. They're doing quite a good job of just clearing this little area. And after we've got everyone in a house, we've got the fishermen starting to bring in some fish. We will move up here. Up to this area, and we'll start to build that sort of little radial village, I guess, that I was talking about. That'll be good. And then for our actual town centre, we'll build down here. It'll be interesting. We'll be actually building a town centre much further down from where we initially started, but that is fine. That is absolutely fine. This is not a game you want to rush. Definitely not a game you want to rush. Think things out before you do them. At all times. Come on, guys. We haven't got anything else to build. Build this. I suppose we've got to clear the land. Yeah, I'm happy we did build that fishing dock first. It's weird. I looked through some guides for this game, and people raving about, oh, this food source is better than that food source, and etc, etc. But no one really seems to really big up the fishing docks. But I have to say, I found them really, really useful the times I played the game before. Definitely, What have we got? Storage for logs, stone and iron is near capacity. Yeah, we don't have to worry about that for now, guys. Definitely don't need to worry about that for now. Although, should I pop down another stockpile? Would that be useful? Might be useful. Just for now. I'll tell you what, you're working all the way down there, guys. Let's you're gonna have to clear all this lot. Let's pop you a stockpile there. So you can fill that up. Yes, I know it's near capacity. It's fine, it's all fine. So if that's a stockpile, what are you doing down there? What are you doing? You weird little creatures. They're just kids wandering around? Yes, it is. That's fine. Playing in the woods. Playing out of the sight of the adults on the edge of the dangerous woods. That's fine. Living the dream. Just leaving all the stone here. You could just clear that stockpile? No? No? Okay. I'll tell you what we'll do. Remove that stockpile. Gone. The stockpiles don't need to be built. And we just introduce one there. It is raining as heavily in this game as it has been raining in my hometown this week. It's been filthy weather. We're currently catching the tail end of a hurricane named Bertha. And it's been quite dramatic and apocalyptic. Which I'm all in favour of, because I'm a creature of the semi-Arctic cold, and it has been far too warm. Far too warm. A child named Lashawanda was born. Cool. Yeah, I'm turning around completely on the names of these guys. Ever since Normando, I'm no, massively in favour, massively. Well, builders, you're not really building, are you? Picking resources. Just working, really? Picking resources, I guess so. I guess you're carrying resources over here. You're taking your sweet time about it. Hope these houses go up quickly. Because right now it seems like you're slacking. Slacking. So what we're going to have in the middle here? Well, usually with your villages you'd want to put a market in the middle so that villagers don't have to go far to pick up goods. But being as this isn't going to be our centre, I think having a market there would be a wee bit foolish. Definitely a wee bit foolish. I don't believe at the moment that we can we have any seeds or anything like that. Otherwise, I might pop an orchard there. But I think I might leave that land. It might come in handy later for livestock or an orchard or something along those lines. Definitely something along those lines. Yes. Okay. Right. Now that these houses are seemingly finally getting built, although I don't really know why they don't seem to be being built all that much. Move these resources, please. And those. Just got those little extra bits of food. Mushrooms and so forth. That would be great. And then what we'll need to do... Food's looking fine. Firewood. Firewood. That's what we could use, actually. We might pop a woodcutter here. We might put a woodcutter there. Otherwise our fuel is not going to be looking particularly good. Yeah, we'll just pop a woodcutter here, I think. Just for now. We'll put a woodcutter there. And then we will start thinking about how this area is going to look. Right here. Shall I clear it first? I think I will, in fact, clear it first. Just a small area here. Just a small area. So that we can see what we're doing. I want to be able to see what I'm doing around here. So if we remove those resources, and to do so, I'll tell you what, we'll make a nice little stockpile can go here. Nice little stockpile there. So once those labourers are done, they'll move on up there and clear that area for me so I can see what I'm doing. I do like to be able to see what I'm doing. Hopefully these houses will go up soon. I'm not quite sure why they're focusing on the woodcutter first. Really not sure about that. Need an extra fisherman in there. Yes, things being near capacity aren't as much of a problem as you think they are, game. In fact, that's quite good. There we go, finally. Okay, and we have a woodcutter. No, not quite available. Extra house, excellent. We're down to 8 people without a house. Reserve of food is low. I suppose it is, you know. I suppose it is. We'll actually have a full complement of fishermen there, I think. It's good to have a variety of food as well. It is good to have a variety of food, but for now, just having food is the important part, really. We'll just cut down on builders for the moment, seeing as we don't have anything extra to build right now. And we'll employ a woodcutter. We still have 4 people without a house. Okay. Okay. So we do need an extra house here. Pop one there. Hopefully those 2 builders will make short work of that. Otherwise these labourers will start clearing this area for me. I'm quite surprised our food results went low. We've got more than again now. It's probably because those houses got built. They stored extra food. Yeah, loads of fish in there. But still, it would have been nice not to have had that. Potatoes, wild potatoes they found on the ground, presumably, or all stores I had at the beginning. So they've got plenty of food stashed away, so a slightly low food isn't too much of a problem right now, but we will want to get focused. We will want to improve on that. Might be handy to start popping some roads down as well. Just dirt roads for now, but that's fine. Road to there, and we'll put down a kind of lakeside road to there, and we'll do a road over there, just so along those paths they can walk quicker once those are built at least. Still low food, but it's fine. We've got 4 fishermen on it, unless there's some kind of fish catastrophe. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. That house is nearly there, and just as well, being it's -7 degrees out. I'm very glad this game does seem to measure the temperature in centigrade rather than Fahrenheit, or I would have no idea how much that represented, because I am thoroughly Fahrenheit illiterate. Okay. Yeah, this is looking alright. This is looking alright. What speed are we running at? We're running up ×5. Okay. That's kind of clear enough now. That's clear enough that I can see what I'm doing. So, what will we do? Well, now, we will... first off, we'll put down a forester. We'll put down the forester just there. We'll put down a forester just there. Forester's Lodge. There we go. That's there. Okay. And then we will put down a... Where's the camera? There's the camera. A gatherer's hut. We'll put down the gatherer's hut just there. And we'll put down a hunting lodge, hunting cabin. Should we put it down there or here? Which has the larger coverage? That's got quite a big hill in the way, actually. Yeah, we'll put it down there. We'll pop it down there. And we'll also put up some stone houses. Stone houses. Where to put them, though? Where to put them? Put them in the middle. I suspect they'll avoid getting in the way the most there. Yeah. That'll take a while to chew through, certainly. Got the road down though. That's nice. Yes, that will definitely take a while to chew through. We'll just add 2 extra builders there, and we'll also build a provisional dirt road just up to here, and then along the front there. But we're starting already. We've got the Forester's Lodge going up there. We're definitely going up there. Our reserves aren't too bad. Our food reserve is going up, which is excellent. We might just mark another area for our labourers to go at, because they might have cleared that fairly soon, I imagine. So we'll just mark all these, because we're going to build all in this area anyway. So we'll mark that area for horrible human-shaped deletion. We'll put another stockpile there as well. We'll pop another stockpile there. Yeah, we'll pop a stockpile right there. I reckon. No, we won't actually. Let's undo that. Well, there's no reason not to. We don't have to actually put it down in any sense. Don't have to build it. We'll put us another stockpile there. We can always remove these later anyway. Very easily. Just delete them. It's all fine. So we actually have a forester going there. We won't employ a forester just yet, because this forest is doing kind of fine on its own. I'd rather get a gatherer going, to be honest. I'd much rather get a gatherer going. So we'll actually pop 2 gatherers in already. Everyone has a home now, which is nice. Yeah, it looks like the labourers are still clearing a little bit up here. So that's good. Yeah, we don't need a forester just yet, I don't think. We've got some firewood in. It's far more important that we get those food stores up, really, before we start worrying too much about firewood. Hunting cabins going down, that will also be useful. I might reduce a builder and add a hunter in, just to get even more food in. Even more food and a variety of food, which is important in the game to maintain health. As in real life. Okay, yeah, we'll just knock a builder off there. And we will introduce a hunter. We'll pop a hunter in. And because we've got those 2 extra, I am tempted actually. Let's just knock a fisherman off. And we will put a forester in. We'll put 1 forester in. And they're cutting and planting at the moment. Because it's okay. It's an okay area at the moment. We will remove that stockpile at some point, so that can fill up with forest again. And we will salvage most of the stone and iron out of the area as well, just to clear it more for give it more opportunity for tree growth. Definitely. Still pondering what to put in this little square here. Maybe nothing, I might leave it empty. If the bulk of our village is going to be up there, there might not be much point. Food reserves growing, that's nice. Health's not looking fantastic, but that should improve once their diet begins to get a bit more mixed. Definitely. Once these stone houses go up, citizens tend to automatically live in any empty houses that nearby their work, so the forester and gatherer and hunters should adopt these homes fairly swiftly, which will be nice. Just thinking I could actually pop a trade post just there as well. It's a bit out of the way, I suppose. It's quite handy to have a trade post near your main village, because the trade post also doubles as a really good kind of buffering storage area, because you can store a lot of different things there, and you can kind of overstock what you need, and that means in times of when things aren't quite so bountiful, you can then use it as a kind of backup storage area, which is very handy. So it's a bit more useful near the main village. Just because I like making life easier for my citizens as well, I'm actually going to build a dirt road. Well, let's not do it like that. I'm going to build it all the way around to here, so they can get around their little mini settlement swiftly and happily. Excellent. How are we doing on clearance down here? Not so fast. Not so fast. That's fine, you know? That's fine. We're still clearing out this area up here by the look of it. But I'll clear out down here and start to build more of a settlement down here. And then after I've done that, I might take care of all the stone and iron up here, just to clear out the area. Still a bit low on food, We've got extra labourers now. People are growing up by the look of it. Yeah, Ane, Aurelie. Selmas. That's a fantastic name. So we'll actually we'll add a bit more here. We'll grab, let's say, one more gatherer and one more hunter. Let's see how that's working out. Is any of this working out? Yes, we've got mushrooms, onions, and roots. Excellent. Happy to see some meat in there as well. Not yet. I hope the area is good for hunting, otherwise I'll have to tear it down. It's a bit unclear sometimes in the game what denotes an area being good for hunting. I mean, there are some deer down here, but I suspect it's nothing to do with the actual animated animals, and just to do with kind of uncluttered woodland. But we'll find out fairly swiftly if it's not too good for hunting. I'll tell you what we will do as well. We will we're just going to clear that stockpile now. I don't really need it. Reserve of stone is low. Yes, I know. And you're putting stuff in it. That doesn't make any sense. Fine. Leave it for now. Try it later. When it's empty. Yeah, it will be empty in a bit. So who have we got living here? Yep, we've got the two hunters living there. Two 10-year-old hunters living together. Not sure I approve of that. That sounds very progressive. Okay. Well, we're proceeding well. We're proceeding well here. Definitely getting on. Getting on well. There's no real markers in this game that will make it easy for me to put to chop the video up a bit more. But that seems like a moderately good place to leave it around this time. So I'll just pause up the game, and thanks for watching. More episodes of Banished will be appearing through this week and next week and on into the strange magical future. So yeah, thanks again for watching. I'm the Bastard. See you next time.